I'm about to talk about some stuff briefly. So, what I want to talk about first. So, all right. So what it do, y'all. So 3 points of RoBs Inferno while it burns slow. Shout out to all my guys and goddesses and all high vibrational human beings. So, start this real quick. Man, now I was just talking about how I was just on here. Like I told you, I'll come on here as much as I need to about venting how I feel before I crash out and really hurt somebody. You know what I mean? About how I really feel and really crash out. Because people that might think I've crashed out, I'm talking to people, or if I needed help and I ask, trust me, that's not me crashing out at all. Like, I have a history of crashing out. That's not me crashing out. Me stating how I feel and just me voicing my opinion or talking over someone and not caring what you have to say and stating that's not me crashing out at all. Trust me. It's not me crashing out at all. So, what I wanna, but it's like, put it like this. And a lot of recent, man, it's just so crazy because all the stuff that I've counterattacked and that didn't get me reactive or didn't get max on somebody and hurt someone and shit, like I wouldn't have made it through all of it. It's been just too much. Like it's been like so much attacks in one day. You know what I mean? And it seems like the more I found out who I am, the more people leave me alone, but attacks still come my way. If that makes any sense. Like, they come in different shapes, ways, and forms. I noticed, like, just like on here on the internet, a lot of people that view my stuff, people that don't want to like my stuff, in hopes of maybe me not even getting out there because they know what I'm saying is the truth. So they keep listening to what I have to say, or just the topics or the angles and how I see the same topics as them, like all types of shit. So literally, it's a store I go into or whatever, right? And I go in the store, and it's a 7-Eleven next to you, right? There's this one dude that, let me be honest, he's just racist. He's racist, but he's an asshole and he's prideful also. So it's like, don't get me wrong, he is racist, but he'll be even racist to like he'll be an asshole to his own kind. You know, like when it's like a pride thing, or he's just wrong about something. You know what I mean? Just because he has authority of the store, and he's really young. He's like that type, right? So like any way he can, he try to use his authority as like a way of like power over you, make you feel less, you know, or even kick you out the store without a valid reason. Like he's like that type. So I spoke about it before on here, but long story short, it was a situation where I made some news, and when I made the news, you know how the 7-Eleven microwaves, they're like extra, like the watts is like extra high or whatever. So it's some of the news like spilled, and then when some of the news spilled, I literally, you know, asked one of his colleagues while he was in the back of the whole store for napkins so I can clean it up, because a black lady came in and I didn't want her to use the microwave right after me and it be a mess that was from me, you know, even though it wasn't my fault, it's the microwave, I clean up after myself. That's how I was brought up and all of that. So like literally, I wanted to clean up after myself, like, but I even told the black lady beforehand because she didn't know, and I'm like, you know, hold on real quick, let me just clean up for you. And she knew I was in a rush, or she felt it, so she's like, you know, just get done what you gotta, I'll clean it up. I'm like, no, man, I'll clean it up. It's not a big problem, you know. I'll just ask for some napkins real quick, which should already be out, but I'll ask for some napkins to clean it up, right? And so I asked the colleague, and his colleague, and he wasn't in, and he was like, yeah, I'm gonna give you some, but he never gave me some. So the asshole comes in out the back of the 7-Eleven, he sees the microwave open, and he sees it spilled a little bit, and he makes a scene and starts just jumping down my throat, accusing me, like, you make a mess, you don't clean up after yourself, Then not seeing anything of what just happened or nothing, just comes spazzing. And it's just valid because he works there and I don't, and I'm a customer, you know what I'm saying? And I'm black and he's Arab, you get what I'm saying? So it's like his colleague didn't even give me the napkins, didn't even correct him to let him know, like, hey, this man was actually trying to clean up after himself. He just called me. He just let me know that he needed some napkins. I just had to finish ringing this guy up. Like, nobody protected me, right? But I don't expect that because I know the system that I'm living in, and I know how people not in my genetic makeup really why they're against me, even if they don't know why they're against me, you know, or why they attack me. You know, it's past, it's a social thing, a money thing. It's past that, you know. So literally, like I said, it's a store next to there, right? And I go in. So I go in, y'all. I go in there. I go in the store. No, first I try to go in his store. Right before I go in the store, I see a random guy outside and a goddess. Now I could just tell that they both were homeless, but I knew of the girl, even though I don't know her. I just knew of her over the years. You know, her being homeless and stuff. I seen her way worse than even that, but I was happy she's doing a little bit better. It's the mother of all life, right? I actually got in arguments with her in the past of trying to respect her divinity and her shutting me down and on another level, just not knowing who she is. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to tell her how powerful she's getting mad the more I'm respecting her, you know? And and I know she's not all the way there. Like she be like bipolar and shit. So like I really be kind of keeping my distance so she don't max and then trigger my PTSD or make me feel uncomfortable anyway. So I already keep my distance. People in general like that, I keep my distance. But you know, she spoke to me even first. And she was like, I remember you, da da da. So like I'm like, yeah, how are you doing? You know, I was like, peace, power, abundance to your way, you know. I hope all's well with you, you know what I mean? Like just respecting her. I didn't say nothing about genetics. No, actually no, I did, but I didn't. Because like I told y'all, I kind of changed, so I kind of already was on this tip. I said to her, I was like, I appreciate you being the mother of our life. And then she said something. It wasn't like negative, but I just know how quick she switch up. But I always recognize her because her voice like Macy Gray, right? And I used to tell her that when she reminded me of Macy Gray. So literally, the guy, you know, he's where I respect him too. Kind of put my head up like peace, reflection, da da da, you know. And I go in. I was just gonna go and get some water. Now the asshole that works in that 7-Eleven I was telling y'all about, he was in there, and then when he was in there over like a pat, he said nobody else follows up on really what he says because they know that he's an asshole. They know he's racist, but he's like discriminatory in like a lot of different ways. Everybody knows he's like that. He has issues with a lot of multiple people. I'm surprised he still even has that position in that store. You know, I definitely, if it was us, it would have been one person. He would have been out of there, right? So like literally, when I came, I wanted to go in and get some water. Like basically, I'm saying this to let y'all know, the other people that work there, they always let me come in because they be like, man, he tripping. You know, you just coming in here to get some water, even more so, bro. Like fuck him. Like literally, guys that have let me in there and they're like, he's in the back, hurry up and get your water and leave because they know that he's tripping. You know what I'm saying? Even though they won't call him out to his face because they probably don't want to lose their job, but they know he's wrong. You know what I'm saying? And so like literally, when I was gonna go in and get water, sometimes he's there in the morning, sometimes he's not. So like I was going to water, I seen his face through the window, and I just opened the door and I started to close it. And then he goes, if you keep trying to come in here, da da da, I'm gonna make you get a ban, and da da da. I'm like, I'm not even gonna argue with him because I know every situation he tries to create an argument so he can use that as a situation to ban you. But I'm just looking at him. I'm like, bro, I come here. I'm like, you're not the only reason I come in this parking lot, man. There's other stores right here, right next to you, in which I go in every day. You know what I'm saying? Like. So if you call the police on me because you see me in a parking lot or something, you're just gonna look fucking retarded. Because I really don't need to come in here, bro. There's another 7-Eleven right here. So why right there? Anything I need in here is in these other stores. The only reason why I would even come to this store is because I would be coming out of this store, and this store is right here. I'm in the direction where I even be walking. I pass another 7-Eleven, so like it wouldn't come to this 7-Eleven, right? So, but I didn't say all that to him though. You know. Like looking at him like, you know what I mean? Like this man, here we go, right? So I kind of just closed the door like, bro, I'm not gonna create a problem for you to try to manifest the issue because you're really racist. And you got like little dick syndrome where it's like, whenever you're wrong with something, you want to try to make a situation for anybody. Like I don't got time for that, right? So like, I left out, but it's crazy. Ironically, he's had an issue with one of the white guys that worked in the other store, right? So when I spoke about him in the past, one of the white guys in that other store, he's like, man, I had a problem with him. Like I told y'all, he's had multiple problems with everybody, right? And so that white dude wasn't in the other store, but another guy in that same store was in there that's aware of this, how this guy is also. And when I came in there and told him that situation just happened, because I even told him, but once I left, and because first I went to the 7-Eleven, then I went to the other store. And then I told him I'm going back to I'm gonna go back to the 7-Eleven. I'm gonna go to another one because he was tripping, da da da. He's like, but that same dude, he's like, man, I'm about to go in there. He let man close this whole store. It was like, be right back, just to go in there and see and for him to see me with him, like, bro, if you like try to make a situation with this man, like, I'm gonna come out my store and literally protect this man because you're wild. You're wild, right? So I'm telling y'all, I wasn't gonna tell y'all the whole story really, but I just told y'all the whole story of that, of why he was tripping over the New Year's and all of that. For my proof, this would be on here, and then like I'm saying it also because I want to explain it to how we separated, right? These situations don't be happening for no reason around me, y'all. They don't. They don't. It be for me to tell y'all so y'all can see and peep shit. So remember I told y'all the goddess that was out there before I went into 7-Eleven, right? Or was about to go all the way in, right? And then the guy that was right next to her, they both know each other. They was on the side or whatever, homeless, just chilling there, whatever. Like, I don't even be just chilling in front of. If you see me in front of a store chilling, 9 times out of 10, I'm trying to get help to go to work, or go on the train, go on a job interview. Like, I don't just be just chilling in front of the store. I'm not doing that. I'd rather chill by myself and be right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't just be chilling in front of stores just because I'm homeless. I'm chilling. I'm trying to get whatever I need and go handle my productive day. You know what I'm saying? You don't see me with other homeless people just chilling. No disrespect to homeless people. I'm just saying. I don't, like, I'm trying to get out of the situation. I'm not trying to stay in it. I'm fighting a lot. My awareness, here I am as a black man, I'm dealing with a lot. I'm alienated from my child. I'm dealing with a lot. So it's like, I don't, you know, and just me as a man, like, I never, you know, was like type to just chill with a lot of niggas anyway. You know what I'm saying? Anybody would tell you that about me. I probably was with one nigga, and we was on our mission. We about to go ball, you know, about to spark, go to this park, whatever. I didn't like being around a bunch of niggas. I was never like that. I was around a bunch of females though. You know what I'm saying? I'll be around the females. Females love me and stuff, you know? So, like I said, the goddess and the guy that was in the front, and it always trickles down to all of this type of shit. So after we started, I was about to leave, but he was adamant on it from the other store. He was adamant. He's like, man, I'm about to see. He's like, cause he fucking with you. I'm tired of this nigga type shit. You know, that's how his energy was. Now, as I go back to the store, but I don't go in. My man's goes in, right? My dummy go in. He go in. The girl that like the sign Macy Gray and the other nigga that was in front of Sevy. And I'm gonna see if y'all peep it before I say it. See if y'all peep it before I say it. Because remember, I'll be trying to poke y'all brain, get y'all to see what I'm talking about. You know, right when my dummy go in the store, and he's like, "Oh, that's him." He's like, "Yup, that's definitely him." Da da da. Macy Gray comes out the jump, or no, and then she's like walking across, and the other guy like kind of left, and literally, I'm trying to. Literally, as she was walking out, she goes like her exact word. She's like, see, because of you, he kicked us out. He kicked us out, and now we can't stand here. We gotta leave because of you, right? She starts spazzing and everything on me. I'm just ignoring all of it because I'm just like, y'all, my vibration is too high, and I know how shit trickles down too much amongst people's lack of awareness. So like, I wasn't hearing any of that shit. I already read the whole shit. I wasn't reading into any of that shit. I'm just like, you feel how you feel. I know you have a deep lack of awareness, undeveloped brain. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it at words and don't come in my shit with that. You know, you good. I know how far lost you are. Not to disrespect you, but I'm just saying, right? I don't even think y'all got really what I'm saying, what happened, and really how bad it was yet. But I might have picked up on it already, right? So off break, y'all. I'm saying in my mind, I'm like, oh, see this. I'm like, it always reveals itself, don't it? I'm like, it always reveals itself, don't it? You know, I don't know if this happened after or before. It might have happened before, because I feel like I said, I tried to get the water. He acted how he acted. I went through to the other store. And no. Actually, no. It happened all at the same time. It did, because as she was leaving out, yeah. So the guy was kind of far away, but he said I was telling. No. It did happen before. Wait, go back real quick. So like, I went to 7-Eleven, tried to get the water. He said all of that. I'm like, close the door. I didn't even go all the way in. Go in the other store. But as I was going towards the other store, right? They were still Macy Gray and they were still out there. I guess they kicked them out yet or whatever. While I was going to the other store because it like just happened. But I tried to tell him what had happened. He was like, I was telling Macy Gray, But he I guess he thought like I was talking to him or trying to drag him in or something. He was like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want. His energy was negative as hell. I just shut him completely down. I didn't even disrespect him, but I just shut him down and like, bro, you don't gotta tell me twice because I'm not even tapping into your negative energy because I'm on a whole different level with shit. It's not a threat or nothing. I'm just keep that energy away from me. You feel me? Like I have no problem moving myself away from you. I don't gotta be the tough man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a very mature person. I got a son I gotta get back to, but I'm not playing no games. And I don't need to let you know that. You should already know that by how fast I'm stepping away from you and not see it as me like I'm a bitch or anything. I hope you take it like that. You know what I'm saying? That I'm just a good person, you know, and I'm respecting you as a man. You know what I mean? I shut him out and I went in the store, like I said, and I told my dummy about the shit, and then he came out. So like fast forward again. Like I said, when I came out, my dummy went to Sevi. Macy Gray coming out. She like, yeah, this is your fault, da da da. Now I can't be here, da da da. Right? I said so. Some people might not like what I'm about to say, but this is real shit though. You know, but it happens even the other way. Like just as much in that story could have been a neuromelanated being that did that to me. You know, and it happens all the time. But this time it wasn't. It was the dude's unnatural that's in it. He's like Arab or some shit, right? So I'm like, us both, we're in a system where we're both attacked to the point where we're struggling financially, right? But I'm doing what I got. I hope that I know that they're not. I know she's not, you know? And but y'all just seen me go in the store. Even though Macy Gray didn't know about my situation with him with the news, I told her enough of the situation where she was able to see that it wasn't my fault and that he was just tripping. And I know that she already knows that shit, how shit goes already, just knowing how it is when you homeless and you're trying to get stuff done, how people try to like make situations out of nothing because they don't respect you. They don't even know what the fuck they're living in this shit, right? So like, so I'm like, all right, so you read this, so you gonna read the situation, not even knowing that he was wrong how he came to me. And because he's racist, right? And he kicked y'all from this spot off of y'all being in a financial struggle like me. But I wasn't chilling in front of the store though. You get what I'm saying? I wasn't even in that moment trying to get some help with anything in front of the store. I was getting what I needed to go and leave. Mind you, I was trying to go in there and get my water, go out in my other store and leave. I wasn't just chilling in front of that like how they was. You know what I'm saying? So he was liable to say that to them off of them being there or not. I mean, off of them being there as far as me being there or not. You know, it wasn't going to make a difference. He's racist, so it's like he knows I'm in a struggle and he be trying to make situations out of me. So yeah, of course he's going to go to the next person. That has nothing to do with me. That's just him as a person, an asshole, being racist, discriminatory. You know what I'm saying? But they couldn't even read through that shit to see that shit and know what they living in. Them as and her as the mother of our life, and she gonna get mad at me as if like I did something to her instead of what she's living in and knowing even the genetic makeup of the species of the whole situation to start with. Like she couldn't see any level of that. It was just like it was my fault. And I'm telling y'all this because like that same concept that happens a lot with black people. Like instead of blaming the system or knowing what they're living in, they'll blame their own species. They'll blame another black. They'll blame their own reflection, their own mirror, instead of seeing the real abuser, the real problem. You know, that's exactly what we're living in, how it closes out. Like, it's the same concept. That's why I was just like, I couldn't even get mad at it, y'all. Like, I'm so smart and saw that situation. I just like, I really felt sorry for her. That was the mother of our life, you know? And I just read the whole situation differently. Even the guy, like the guy was gone. You know why he was gone so much more? Because he knows how they would have dealt with him. That much more, even worse than her, even though they doing it worse to our black women now. You know what I'm saying? That's why that black man was gone like that. He wasn't playing no fucking games, you know? It's sad, the abuse that's on us, y'all. That shit is so sad. That shit hurt my heart. Y'all have no idea how that shit make me feel. Like, really how I felt? I wanted to go back in there and tell him the abuse in which he's capitulating in, whether he looked at it from that point of view or not, and explain to him how my brother and sister is looking at me off of him attacking us all together. And me not even being with them in that situation. Like I wasn't already in front of the store just chilling with them or none of that. But that's the same. That's my species. That's that's my species. You know, and he just took advantage of that situation off of 2 people that's struggling, but 1 person he was able to get, and 1 person he wasn't. I mean, 2 people he was able to get, and 1 person he wasn't. You know. But in a way, 3D wise, you could say he controlled the situation. 3D wise, you could say he controlled the situation because it was like I couldn't get I could have got my water somewhere else, which I did, but I couldn't get my water out of there. I could have made a whole situation on it and been like, bro, you can call the boys and like the younger me, I would have did all of that. That much more so, knowing I'm not in the wrong, but I know the system is against me. So even with me not being in the wrong, and I've been in a lot of them situations where it was like I have got the best of it because I wasn't in the wrong, you know. But I've been in a lot of situations where I don't get the best of it and I wasn't in the wrong, just because how the system is against me, you know. And that could have been one of them situations, because you know what I mean. That's why I'm just low key waiting for him to be like to really try to ban me. I'm like, ban me off of what? You know, ban me off of what? They'll take his word over my word, but it's no proof of it. But I had this other people I was working in that store that day. Like, it's a Latino guy that was in that store that day. You get what I'm saying? And he wasn't paying all the way attention, but he was paying attention enough right around the situation to know that I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't raise my voice. I wasn't cussing. I just told him what the situation was from him already not being out there. You know what I'm saying? And I know that he would vouch for me. You know what I'm saying? I know he would, especially I know he would in that situation. He definitely would. You know, because that Indian dude in the part where he's just racist as hell. I'm telling you, I'll be dealing with so much just in one day off of what I'll be living. Now, this type of stuff is happening all over the world, but at the degree and how often, even regardless of whatever money bracket you're in, you don't got to be struggling financially. Like, basically what I'm saying is, like, my money could be up and I'm perfectly good and just going in stores regularly in Northern Virginia, and type shit like that happens regularly. You know, I'm like the same type of shit, sometimes even more because of the jealousy. Basically, it shows, I don't want to say money's all connected to racism, but it really is in a way, but it shows out here, you know, more than anywhere else. Like, as much as it shows that anywhere else, it shows more times in a short period of time as it would anywhere else. Definitely out here. Because it's Virginia, y'all. I just know how to combat it and what it is, because it's like, I know both sides. I've been out here enough, and I just been through so much out here, where it's like, I know both sides. That's why I say, like, even though I'm from Baltimore, it's like, I can't really maneuver for it. Like, I can really get around, because it's like, you know what I mean, from Virginia. I'm gonna be straightforward. I used to be ignorant as hell, even when I first came. That's why I was getting in so much trouble when I was younger, because I was so fucking ignorant. I was so fucking ignorant. Like, low key, as I started getting older and older, which you should elevate, right? You should want to, right? And that usually happens. And it did, you know, with me, it did. Like, as I was getting older, I really started to elevate, but in ways past 3D wise, how someone would think of it. So when I say 3D wise, and anytime I'm saying stuff like that, y'all, I'm talking about like all the 3D stuff that, you know, in any way I'm talking about 3D stuff. So in that way, I'm talking about like the accomplishments and stuff, how you would look at a person of success. Like I like low key, like I'm not. What's crazy is like I'm not doing nothing that like I shouldn't be doing. You know, everything that I'm doing is what I should be doing. Even and when me saying that, I'm saying that from the standpoint of like from the stuff that I'm just dealing with off of just being in a financial rut, getting out of it, or to whatever degree in this area. You feel me? So then another thing. So now we're gonna fast forward. We're gonna fast forward a little bit more. So shortly after that, I'm in my bopping nature. I'm clearing my energy and shit, right? Clearing my energy and all that, right? And right after I do that, then like I literally run like two Asian girls, right? And like just in general, y'all, I'm gonna be real with y'all. There's no lies, like, and not just women. Like with this, like I talk to people for three reasons. I talk with like all type of people firsthand for awareness purposes, regardless of their genetic makeup. You know, like put them on. Like you could take heed or not. I can't tell you to, but like that's up to you. Like, you know what I mean? Like it is what it is for it. Then I talk to people from time to time, like if I need like a little help while I'm getting out of the situation. Then I also talk to people like in general, you feel me? So, off of like how much I've been isolating myself, just getting back, you know, comfortable just talking to people in general about whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, and that'll be like whatever that I would need help with or want to know about or whatever, right? So, regardless, y'all know where I stand with like women that like I'm on interested from like a genetic standpoint and stuff, like what I'm not going to do, you know? But of course, like I notice attention from like all women and stuff like that with me, even while I'm in a situation, right? So it'd be like a lot of like Asian women that be trying to like, they be giving me attention, but it'd be like they don't, in general, like I'm not jumping out there with no woman on no, you know what I'm saying? She really gotta show me she want me. I'm just not doing it. We live it even more so. It's different times now. Even more so. I don't got time for that. None of them games, none of that. Like I need everything direct, whatever anything is. Like I just need to know, you know. So, like I'm not, you know, I'm definitely gonna jump out there utmost, but since I was passing them and stuff, I said, you know what? Let me ask them this real quick. I want to see what they're gonna say or whatever. So I was like, I wanted to ask them like to give me like advice on if I did want to talk to your Asian woman, a Korean woman, when I could tell like they interested in me, but they're really, really shy, or so they kind of tend to be more composed, like how to make them feel more comfortable if I was to approach them from like their standpoint as Asian women themselves. Like I just asked them, right? Before or as I was like I didn't even have time to get it out, and they was like thinking that I like, it just shows you like the mindset of like a lot of women, like the times they were living in. Like I couldn't even get it out where it was like they thought that I was like talking about them, or that I was like interested in them. And I'm gonna be honest, they did it. I'm not gonna say disrespectful, but still that shouldn't have been like the way. Even if I was coming at both of them or something, like how I feel like you, and I've been turned down by women. Like I know how a woman should turn down a man to let a man know she's not interested. You know, like I'm not gonna say like I've never been turned down before. I have, but I know the difference of what that would look like if it's disrespectful or it's doing an extra, or if it's like, you know what I mean, just don't even know what it is. So like, but they was like so big-headed. They was like so big-headed. And then it was funny because like as like one of them, the other one didn't even realize, but one of them realized, it like hit her that like I wasn't talking about them. Like I was asking from a different point. And then like it was funny, like they backed up at everything and did the most, and I wasn't even like in their personal space or anything. Like they was like really in their head, but like once they really realized like their whole shit kind of got inflated, and they kind of got respectful. But it's like, damn, like, why do you got to be that much in yourself that you can't even hear what a person has to say before thinking that it's always about you or every guy is on you, even if you're a woman that gets so much attention? You know what I'm saying? Well, how are you like that shallow? Like, you know, but like that's like a lot of women though. Like if anybody would have seen that shit or if that should have been recorded, y'all would have been like, damn, y'all was so cocky. Y'all ain't, he was asking y'all just a general question. It really wasn't about y'all besides the fact that y'all are Asian women and y'all thought that he was talking about y'all, trying to go smack at y'all. Crazy. You know what I'm saying? Crazy shit. Like I wouldn't even have sex with a complex cell organism so it wouldn't even be no point in me even dating or even on that type of time. It's like a waste of time, you know? So it's like when I think about it, I'm like, man, I just wanted to see what they was gonna say, you know? Yesterday, when I was on the nature walk, you know, right before I got on my nature walk, it was like, I was like, around, it's crazy how we could be around so much people, and then everything still just be silent, you know? It's like you're at peace with yourself, and you see everything is moving around, you know? Almost like everything around you is like tense, like pressure. And even with you, like, I'm not trying to say everything is perfect or anything, you know, but I'm trying to explain it the best. I don't even know if it's any words for it. Maybe I'm just severely traumatized. Maybe I'm just severely traumatized, bro. No. Yesterday I seen this shorty and shit, and she was like, she came like real quick by me, and then she like left. She didn't say nothing. I thought I was trying to help her out, but basically I didn't even think about it until she left. I swear to God, it almost looked like my brick break. I was like, hold the fuck up. Like I thought about it, and in my heart, so I was like, nah. It's like I really wasn't paying attention. I mean, I was, but I wasn't. I was like, nah, because her hair was different. I was like, nah, I couldn't. And I was like, she was like her size. I swear it looked like she had the same pants or something. Like I don't know. Like, hold up. But yeah, man, power everybody way, man. For real. I'm one of the most misunderstood people. No, I'm not misunderstood. I'm misunderstood. I'm not understood at all. You're not even misunderstood. It's not even on. I'm really misunderstood. I just feel like a lot of people these days, y'all, they don't got no depth to it. I don't know. I'm trying my best not to say like it's like within my age group or anything, because I believe I'm timeless. and every neuromelanated being is. Our souls is ancient and shit, even more so these babies come in. But it's like, for real though, like, I gotta understand what I'm saying. I feel like I'm like shattering people every day around me, and I'm not even trying, just by being my natural. It's like I'm shedding light with so much. I can't say that when I was younger all throughout my life, it's like, it kind of was like that, but it was always like me just being who I am as a person. And it's still kind of like that. It is like that. Like I'm saying, like I said before, like that, but it is like that, but it's like, I don't know, it's just different now, I guess, because I really know who I am, and it's like focus on it, even if I don't speak about it. But I've been speaking about a lot of stuff for so long, and what's to happen, it's like, I don't really got to speak about it that much, because people already know, like, my stance and shit, and like what's most important to me, and like really what I feel strongly about, and really what I don't like. The only difference is like a light is being shed on it because of where we're at right now. Regardless if I said it or not, but I did say it though. Really, to be honest with y'all, I started really feeling the shift around with a lot of stuff around like 2017. Everybody talks about 2020. That definitely hit me 2020. That's when I was set up, ironically, around with the mother of my child. That's when everything was set up around that year and all of that. But that's even more crazy. But I really started feeling it really like 2017. Because I was already like looking at the similar stuff. I just didn't know anything at all about genetic shit, you know, and I really started to know like 2019, end of it like 2020. And then ironically I started seeing like other people talk about it on the internet, you know, like multiple people and stuff. Good, like seven, 8 people. And then I started, you know, everything, like I take heed to, I feel like you can't learn from somebody, and I don't want to say that they know good from me, but damn, we shouldn't agree on everything. Because it's like, it should be something, or at least now where we're at, there, yeah, I guess that would be the perfect state, but right now, at least, I feel like it's still like, we gotta brush each other's shoulders, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it gotta be somewhere I'm like, damn, and then you correct me on that, or I find it out with that, not even to say that I was wrong, but more of it that maybe I should maybe have known, and same vice versa, you feel me? That's how it should be on any relationship, you know? For real, but I value y'all, man. But we at a good place right now. You know, everybody, because of the truth that's being enforced. You know, just like how stuff has been enforced in a way for us to live and stuff, even if it wasn't enforced directly from a physical standpoint, just from a standpoint psychologically, like, you don't do this, then this is gonna happen, right? That's not someone like physically holding you or anything, but it's like, oh, you don't work, or you don't have money, you can't get this, because you have to have money to get this, you know, like, it's all connected, bro. But I advise everybody to protect their energy. At the end of the day, this shit is all about children, you know? But our children is the most important, but it's about all children, all races, all children are important. Like, this shit is crazy. I remember, like, even when I was like younger, and I used to see like all the pictures on like the Walmarts and shit of missing children. It was always eerie to me. I was like, this is just an abortion. Because it's like I always felt in my soul, like I'm feeling it now, even saying, like I always felt in my soul that it was just like something about children where it was like I knew it was protected, even when I guess it was being projected to me, like obviously they're not going to be protected because they're missing. It was like something about that was faulty about me. Like, how are they not protected, or how are they not finding what's happening with children? That's the most important thing. We all wish children at the time. What do you mean they're not figuring this out? How is this continuing on for so long? And then like y'all remember then you just all of a sudden when you see them Jones no more even y'all remember like what the fuck, whatever. So y'all found all of them, or it just stopped happening. But then you hear in general about missing children and you see it every way, like wait a minute. And it's just so they not like it's just like so much contradictions going against stuff and everything. But like the whole thing about it is with anything, you shouldn't have to see multiple lies at all, or even the same lie twice. You just got to see one lie in general with it and leave the whole shit alone. Everything is connected to you, you know? You would do that and handle that with that concept towards like anything 3D wise, I guess, that you can control, that you can go about, you know? With anything, you know? With yourself, with children, you know? So it's like we got the right idea, but it's surface level off of lack of awareness and fear. So I guess I'll be trying, like, if anything, I hope the main thing that I did right is like, I hope like the children see me like and be like, you know, let me look at what he's talking about genetics. You know, and see it. You say like we're different species, our DNA is different, you know. You don't know anything about anything. Let me give you this. Let me give you the prokaryotic cell and you karyotic cell. You know. Let me see if I have because I always knew I had a connection to nature, you know. Let me do this real quick. Let's figure this out. Or like just be bold to know that like even if you don't feel protected, you're protected. You know. And we on their ass about it. Us like we're not playing about that shit. For real, like us that really care, like we sorry that we didn't know from when we found out. But ever since we found out, we're not playing and we doing what we can, you know. And we bringing awareness to everybody else about this shit the best way we can. We found out even as much as we turned our backs on y'all, that like it's like we knew we was in some shit, but we didn't know really we was in some shit. You know what I'm saying? Even I hope the right adults see this message and show their children, you know what I mean? Even from their standpoint, they find out, you know what I mean? Like, you know, the most craziest weapon that we have is awareness, however so. You know? If you have awareness, you can move different. Don't worry about those that aren't going to pay attention, because those that aren't going to pay attention, it's like they already chose this out. You know? RoBs Inferno while it burns, so we'll try to do my guys and Patterson. And I'll hop off first and hear what's happening with y'all.